Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Gobind and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for those of you guys that have been here since the beginning, some of you. And thank you for hitting the notification bell so you make sure you get notified when I go live and when I upload new videos. And also make sure you give the video a thumbs up. So we can get it circulating and share it out with your friends. Today, we're going to talk about the full moon in Aries astrology, which is epic. I literally have 4 pages of notes to go over with you guys. And I'm also going to show you the chart so you get an idea of what's going on, the intensity of this moon. You know, there's been a theme in, the last, I would say, the whole year, but at least in the last 6 months of moons, new moons and full moons that have been literally blowing us up. Like major transformations, major activations, major things going on. And it's almost like we haven't had a break. We haven't been given a break from the universe. And that's literally what it feels like right now. So this is very exciting. I'm going to check out what's going on in the chat, and I'm doing something different. I'm actually standing up. I got myself this new desk that raises and lowers from Costco. And because you guys know I have like back issues, so I can't sit in a chair for too long or my back starts hurting really bad. So I am going to try the standing up, which means I can like dance. Oh my God, this is funny. So, and Jolie, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hey, Cynthia, how's it going? Alexa, Jai is in the house. Sparky, how are you? Valerie, hello. Colleen, hello. Peter, hello. And how are you? Punchy, Nobel's Starseed Reflection. Sheila, I love that. And Sheila, you guys, has been putting out videos too on her channel, so make sure you guys check her out. Yes, I have the happy feet dance. It's so weird standing up. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So if you guys haven't checked out, before I go any further, hey, N. So I do the full moon ceremony will be on the day of the full moon, which is this Sunday, October 13th, and it will be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying to get my YouTube thing fixed so that the time zone is correct now, because I'm in the Pacific time zone now, which is really weird to me, you guys. I'm so used to being in Mountain time zone. Dawn, welcome in. Yes. Hey, Alex. So, you're welcome, Sheila. So, let's talk about what's actually an epic thing that's happening on Sunday, you guys. Jason and I from Ray of Light Tarot are putting out this course called Finding the Magic Playground. And it is beginning on this Sunday, which it doesn't just happen to be the full moon. We actually picked that day. We're doing the Finding the Magic Playground. It's a 6-week course, and we're also starting the 40-day magic cleanse that we just did one, and it was amazing, and we're just going to do another one. So you can join us for both or one or the other if you want to. All the links are in the description of the video, but the Finding the Magic Playground course is actually this epic 6-week journey that we're going to take, beginning with learning how the foundational structure of becoming a master manifestor. Jason and I was doing his chart the other day in a live show on his channel that we did. If you didn't check that out, make sure you check that out. We're doing these preview videos, and we did astrology, and he did a map of destiny reading for me, which was really cool to be on the other side of receiving a tarot reading. But what came out was really beautiful, and you can see in our charts and in that map of destiny reading that there's something in what we were meant to do, our destiny, that really reflects what we're actually doing in our lives right now. Moonwalk, just gotta do it. Yeah, right. What we're actually doing in our lives right now when it comes to purpose and having, a job or work that reflects what our destiny is, what our fulfillment is. And you can find these things out too by looking at your chart, by getting, readings, especially the map of destiny reading that Jason does, because that's just amazing what it reveals for you in your life right now. And also by learning the foundations of the law of attraction, the universe, the history of the earth, like the actual history of the earth, because honestly, we don't really know the real history. It's been kind of hidden. This is occult knowledge. It's almost like we have amnesia, and we forgot our true roots that go back to Atlantis, to Lemuria, to these ancient societies that the knowledge of them bring us back to who we truly are and what we're here to do on the planet. And if you feel like you're a light worker in your life, that's something that is a very powerful thing to figure out. And it just so happens that in the Finding the Magic Playground course, I'm going to do your natal astrology, and Jason's going to do a map of destiny reading. You're also going to get like coaching from us. We're going to split the class in two, and I'm going to get half the students to work with me personally, which means you'll have like interaction with us on a daily basis to make sure you're on the right track and make sure you're feeling good about class. And we're also going to have that one-on-one session with me and him where you'll get to really ask us questions that you've been wanting to ask for a long time. So yes, exactly. So this is an amazing day to begin something really powerful like that. And we're going to go over the astrology in this video. And then on Sunday, when the full moon actually hits, we are going to do the full moon ceremony, which I normally do. And if you haven't seen my ceremonies, just go back a couple videos and check one of those out. So I'm going to share my iPad screen for you guys. There it is. And this is the chart of the full freaking moon. And what I do in these videos is let me connect it. But what I do in these videos is I actually show you the chart, and we go into detail about from all the different aspects. It gives me a code, and then there we go. Now that should be a live chart. So here's the chart for the full moon, and if it's easier, you can turn your screen sideways to look at it a little bit better. I'm just gonna say this right now. There is a lot going on. It is a very exciting day. There's a lot going on in this chart, and I'm gonna break it down like piece by piece. So to give you in a nutshell description of all of the different aspects that are happening we've got obviously the sun and the moon opposing each other. Hey Rebecca, that's how you know this is a full moon. The sun and the moon oppose each other at the exact same degrees, and they are at 20 degrees. The sun in Libra, the moon in Aries. There's 2 T-squares that I'm going to talk about. There's another one with the asteroid Juno, but we're not going to cover that in this broadcast. But we do have 2 T-squares going on, and I'll get into more detail about what that means. We have Mars opposed Chiron. We also have a Kite formation on the day of this moon. If anybody was born with a kite, put your hand up. But we have this kite formation happening on this day, which it just intensifies the energy. Already full moons are really powerful, but this is really going to intensify the energy. We have Venus opposed Uranus, Uranus trining the south node, and the best part of it all is this sun sextile Jupiter and moon trine Jupiter. Okay, that's what's going to give this moon the beautiful flavor of expansion and literally being a master manifester. So we'll talk about what does it mean for the moon to be in Aries. Well, let me show you here in the chart where the moon is. The moon is right down here, and the sun is right up here. So we're beginning a new lunar cycle. And although this is a full moon, usually assigned the role of letting go and releasing, this full moon is also a new, courageous beginning. The moon is in Aries is courageous. It is confident. It is energetic. It's also independent, and it's very ambitious. Who's in Aries in here? So this Aries is like the Fool card in the major arcana. And the Fool is that energy that's ready to dive forward into what's next. And just like all of the other moons that we've been having this entire year, this moon is no exception to the rule of intensity that all of the new and the full moons have been bringing us. So the 2 T-squares that I was talking about, there's so many oppositions here, and also a kite. We're going to go over all the aspects in detail, but what they mean to us is very important for us to understand. It's very important for us to understand. Oh, Cynthia, I would so love that. I would so love that. You have a nasty grand cross. Oh my God, Rebecca, that's crazy. Yeah, and I would love to do all you guys' charts. That's true. I do natal astrology chart readings now, so you can book one on my website at channelforgrace.guru and just click on book a astrology natal reading. Your husband's natal moon is in Aries. Yeah, it's intense. Aries energy can be like over the top. It can really be over the top. But because of the other aspects that are going on at the same time as this full moon in Aries, you'll see what a beautiful story unfolds. Let's look at the very first T-square, which is really important, and to me it's the most important T-square of this moon because it involves the sun and the moon. You've got the sun right here in Libra. You've got the moon right here in Libra. And basically, a T-square is formed when 2 or more planets in opposition square a third planet. So the 2 planets in opposition are actually the full moon, the sun and the moon, and the planet that squares them both is actually Saturn. And it's kind of gnarly, but we include the south node and Pluto here because these 3 planets have been transiting together for like more than 6 months. Hey, Wendy. So we've been mixing them all in there together. Drive and ambition are associated with the T-square, and basically the planets that are squaring, the 2 planets that are in opposition, are the focal point of this T-square. So we've got Saturn, Pluto, and the south node are the focal point of this T-square. Now the full moon in Aries intensifies our desire to charge forward into a new beginning. And in order to be successful, we have to look at Saturn and Pluto because they're both direct too. Remember, Pluto just went direct on the 3rd and Saturn went direct last month on the 18th. They're both direct and they're moving towards their exact conjunction in January. And we have to look at these two planets, including the South Node, as a guide to where to channel this very strong Aries energy right now. So Saturn and Pluto asking us to ultimately keep changing, not like we haven't been, but keep transforming, keep allowing the past to be revealed and cleansed. And because full moons are about cleansing, this full moon will illuminate where some more of this work has to be done in our lives. Because remember, the South Node is about past life. It's about karma. It's healing karma. It's changing ourselves. And it's letting the universe kind of guide us towards that. These planets are naturally guiding us in that direction right now. This full moon is intensifying that, but it's giving us this boost of confidence to be able to really do it, to really face it with courage. And that's what I love about Aries. Every single sign has a powerful, positive sort of aspect to it. And with Aries, it's courage and confidence and a willingness to just freaking dive in no matter what. Those are the positive aspects of Aries. The second T-square that we're going to talk about is a T-square that's happening with Mars. And these two, the 2 points that Mars is squaring, this is really cool, check it out, are the nodes. So here's Mars right here. This is, the South Node, North Node, and they're opposing. And remember that a T-square is formed when 2 planets in opposition square a third planet, which is Mars, right there. So there's another T-square. The T-square I just showed you was here, and it involved, it's almost a grand cross, but it's not really. If it was a grand cross, they were all aligned exactly to form this shape. It's not a grand cross, thank the Lord, because that's not a happy place. Anyways, just to show you the comparison of these things and what they look like, because it's really cool, and you get to learn a little bit of astrology when you watch these readings with me. So basically, this is the T-square with Mars and the nodes. Mars is in Libra, as you guys know. It's been in Libra for a little while. Not too long, but a little bit. And what's really interesting about this T-square is that Mars is the ruler of Aries. And the nodes are the nodes of the moon. If you didn't know about the nodes are basically, they relate to the moon. It's where the moon crosses like the points of the ecliptic at the top and at the bottom. I'm not going to get into that, but it's like basically the nodes of the moon. Yeah, you're learning so much. I know, I love that part of it. So there's this very interesting dynamic between this Aries energy and the moon here. Mars is sitting exactly at the point where it's squaring both the North Node, so it's looking this way. Mars is like standing here and it's looking this way towards the North Node, and it's seeing its positive aspects, such as its ability to be courageous, to be adventurous, to be athletic, to achieve its goals. And then it's squaring the South Node and it's like looking over this way, seeing its not so positive aspects, seeing its more of its ability to be really compulsive, to not think before it jumps or before it acts, or falling victim to anger. There's a lot of anger that Mars and Aries can really bring up. If we don't check ourselves, Aries can get out of hand. Hey Isabel, welcome in. The Grand Cross is a very difficult transit. It's energy that needs to be resolved. It creates a lot of conflict in someone's life. If you have a Grand Cross in your chart, it probably means you're going to have kind of a difficult life because you'll have to learn a lot of lessons. That's basically what that means. So this full moon to me feels like this warrior. Like I picture this warrior standing over the edge, getting ready to go to battle. So that's like Mars and Aries, right? That's like this full moon in Aries. Mars is right there. And this warrior is getting ready to go into the underworld right here, Pluto and Saturn, knowing that the only way out is in and through the darkness. and at the same time being completely aware that it can itself choose to have courage through the storm, to not fall victim under the pressure. That's basically what that's about. So this reminds me of that poem. I've said the poem before, but it reminds me of the poem. You know that two roads or something, it's called like that. It's like two roads diverged in a yellow wood. It looks like it might have frozen. Hang on a second. I just need to make sure. My screen froze on my phone, but I'm going to come right back in. It looks like I'm still streaming just fine, but we'll see. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure, you guys, because I can't actually see the chat right now. And that would be a problem. Okay. Can you guys tell me if you can see me and hear me? Robert Frost. Hey, Chad. Michelle. Hi, Jai. I hope you're doing great tonight. Thank you. Okay. You're fine. Fine to you guys? Okay, perfect. Yeah, something happened on my end. So I just need to make sure that it's all still okay. I don't, if it stopped, I need to, I need to start over, then we'll definitely do that. Okay, so, yeah, that poem, exactly, Robert Frost. Yes, and yes, 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 yes. Okay, perfect. So that poem, like two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could until it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other just as fair. And I'm not saying this verbatim, but knowing that I took the road less traveled, that has made all the difference. That was basically like the summary of that poem. Knowing I took the road less traveled, that has made all the difference. And the road less traveled is the high road. It is the road of the light worker, the road of finding your calm through the storms of life, moving forward with courage and holding a flashlight, or literally becoming the light yourself and shining and being the example for others to choose this path also. It's a very symbolic full moon, you guys. It's a very symbolic full moon. It's like asking us, are you ready for this journey? Have you prepared yourself? Do you remember all those new and full moons asking you to let go, to cleanse, and to prepare? Well, they were getting you ready for this moment where you find yourself at the beginning of a new journey, a journey not yet traveled, not yet known. It's like, Jason, your favorite line in that song, the unknown becomes known. And it's based off of our courage and our Aries impulse to say, yes, let's do this. Piece of cake, right? It ends up feeling like a piece of cake. Because that's what Aries is. Aries is like, I got this. This is super chill, no big deal, you know? This ain't no big deal to me. And that's the powerful thing about Aries. There, my iPad sharing is back. I think that's the thing that froze for some reason earlier. Yeah, I know, it's a cool line. So let's talk about Mars opposed Chiron real quick. If you thought that we were done with this Aries moon magic, we're not. We're so not. It just keeps going and going and going. Like the Energizer Bunny, which is totally Aries. This moon just keeps going like the Energizer Bunny. So Mars is opposing Chiron, but check it out. Chiron is in Aries. I mean, it's been in Aries, but the fact that this is a full moon in Aries, we've got Mars squaring the nodes, which are the nodes of the moon, and then also opposing Chiron in Aries. Now there's something's going on over here. Because Chiron demonstrates how we become our own healer, Chiron in Aries is helping us to heal that wounded ego part of ourselves. The part of ourselves that thought that we had it all figured out, but it turns out we didn't. Yeah, that part. We learn how to become humble with Chiron in Aries. So Chiron opposed Mars awakens the sacred warrior within us, the light worker, which is exactly what the world needs right now. All of these things are being activated right now with this moon, you guys. Flames shooting out of its ass. Oh my God. There's a lot of Aries, Mars energy with this full moon. I mean, woo. Whoa. And let's not talk about the fact that we've got Jupiter in the conversation too. And there's an entire kite with this thing. Okay. So let's actually talk about the kite. Let's talk about the kite. I'm going to draw it for you first right here. So the first, a kite is formed. There has to be a grand trine. And here's the grand trine. And the grand trine basically includes the north node. This whole, well, actually, no, that's not part of it yet, but that's part of the kite. Mercury, and you could pretty much say Venus, and Neptune. That's the grand trine. The grand trine is between the water signs. It's Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Grand trines are always in the same type of sign. So like you're either going to have a grand trine in water or a grand trine in air or earth or fire. But right now this grand trine is in water. So this harmonious energy, this specific grand trine is activating our dreams with Neptune, helping us to understand on a deeper level how to love and move forwards towards our destiny, of understanding our feelings and emotions in order to heal ourselves and remain open. Because we have to remain open. Remaining open is like one of the most difficult things to do. But that's like what life brings us. The grand trine is sextiling the south node, Saturn and Pluto conjunction, pointing us to the direction of how to activate the water energy. So this grand trine becomes a kite when 2 points of the two opposing planets in the grand trine sextile a third planet. In this case, it's 3 planets they're sextiling, and none other but the freaking South Node, Saturn, and Pluto. And then there's an opposition there too, the nodes. There you go. There's our kite. It's not drawing it, huh? What, that part keeps disconnecting. No, it says it's connected. No, it's working. Okay. It's just really lagging, man. You guys are like a minute behind. Oh my God. So anyways, there's a kite in the sky, and you can, have the little string, and here's the little kid flying the kite. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, this kite is literally, we're moving towards the earth energy, because remember I said it was in a water sign? We literally move towards the earth sign of Capricorn, and we get serious about our goals. This is right here. We're able to look back at the past with mature eyes and understand that everything that we've gone through up to now makes us who we are. This is our skills. It's very interesting. Yeah, there's a lot. It is our experience that has prepared us to be here now, where we're literally standing here facing the true north, our true north, our north node, because this is our north node together. And it's about understanding our feelings. Speaking of feelings, yeah, drawing gets a little bit too much fun after a while on this thing. But speaking about our feelings, there's Venus, there's Uranus, they're opposing during this full moon. It is very important to stay grounded right now. Venus is opposing Uranus, which is also quincunxing Mars. And that's significant, and I'll tell you in a second, because Mars is in Libra, and Mars and Venus are exactly at 6 degrees. They're not conjunct or anything, but they're in different signs, but they're exactly at 6 degrees, which, in my opinion, this brings the connection there. This is a synchronistic thing, right? The same exact number. Uranus understands that Venus right now in Scorpio is not exactly, oops, we're getting a phone call. Uranus understands that Venus right now in Scorpio is not exactly in its happiest place. Some of you guys the other night were saying that you had Venus in Scorpio in your chart, like you were born with Venus in Scorpio, and it's not happy in Scorpio, because Venus likes to be in Libra. It likes to be, or Taurus. It likes to be, in this happy place where it can really be beautiful and just have fun and enjoy life and feel the sensual things of life. And right now, and in Scorpio, it's like forced to like dive deep. It's forced to like just go into the underworld. But Uranus understands that Venus right now in Scorpio is not exactly in its happiest place, but it is giving it a chance to breathe by way of Mars in Libra. This is like that sacred feminine that is having a gnarly day or like a gnarly season. The sacred feminine is having a gnarly season right now in Scorpio. And the sacred masculine comes to her with love and compassion and understanding and mature love. And tells her everything that you're going through is part of the process of transforming. Everything is going to be okay. We need to go deep in order to understand where we're going. So Mars right now has that sacred divine feminine's back. Like Mars has our back. And she explores the deepest depths of the underworld, because she's in Scorpio. And we have, and Pluto just went direct. Right? Right, Chad? Exactly. Yeah. So the feminine side, our feminine side is learning to dive deep into the Scorpio land, and our masculine side is ready to take action. Venus understands Pluto right now too, because she's in Scorpio, and Mars is holding on to the power of the sacred feminine in Libra. In fact, this knowledge is what is helping he gets ready for battle. But it's the spiritual battle. It's not like war in the sense of, how we think of war today. It's like this spiritual battle that we're all like in. And the fact that Uranus is also, as it opposes Venus, it's also trining the South Node Saturn-Pluto. It brings this sense of ease through this entire full moon, through this like journey we're embarking on, because trines are easy aspects and squares are darker aspects. Nice, Jason. I love that. The ascended masters have arrived. But so Uranus is showing Venus like how to, understand and go deep and continue to transform the sacred feminine, but then our masculine is like ready. It's like ready to take on the journey. So I don't know. This is, to me, of all the full moons that we've been, kind of going through, the Pisces full moon was really, really powerful. That was actually the last full moon, and that was really intense. That was us. What I was saying about it was integrating the 9 dimensions into this physical time-space reality. Now that we have done that, I mean, you do that if you you access the energies, right? You do that if you're doing the work. You access the power of the full moons or the power of the new moons if you're like doing your work. And because these are guides. This is our guides, and they're showing us the path that we should be sort of maneuvering through. But if you're not accessing those higher energies of the planets and the ability of those planets to be in that space, then you're you're going to feel like you're getting run over by the bus. I like to say that. You feel like you're getting run over by the bus. And that's not a good feeling, because it's like you're getting trampled instead of using these energies to your advantage. So that's what's up. So check this out. There's one or a couple more things to talk about, and I saved the best for last for this full moon. Yeah, I feel strong too. It's going to keep building, and on Sunday we're just going to be like, oh, like Hercules. Hercules, Hercules. You keep getting crying spells and then happy spells. It's almost irritating. Yeah, it's like back and forth, back and forth. So we save the best for last. Does anybody know what a Sun-Jupiter day is? So I used to be like, what's a Sun-Jupiter day? And when I find out what it was, it's basically when the sun makes an aspect to the planet Jupiter. It's either a sextile or a trine. I mean, sometimes it's a square, but the strongest is a trine. Sextile is up there. So Sun-Jupiter day is a powerful day for manifesting. It's a powerful day for beginning new ventures. It's like a good luck charm day. And, you know, Jupiter expands. The sun is who we are, so it gives us that confidence. This is a Sun-Jupiter day, you guys, and check this out. It's not just a Sun-Jupiter day. This is the coolest thing about it. Check out what Jupiter is doing with the sun and the moon. Jupiter's right here in its home sign of Sagittarius, sextiling the sun, making it that Sun-Jupiter day, while at the same time trining the moon. That's a sextile and a trine to the sun and the moon. And why I think this is the most important thing is because Jupiter is the biggest planet. Jupiter is basically bringing in very lucky energy as it's trining the full moon. It means good fortune surrounds us. And it means that we're going to come out on top. It means that this is material abundance and the universe opening up the flow of manifestation. Turning up, it's us turning our boat downstream, like Abraham Hicks says, and going with the flow and knowing that we're going to be taken care of. Having the faith needed to get through any obstacle that comes our way. Ready to become master manifestors, you guys. And then when the sun sextiles Jupiter, again, good luck. But the thing about the Sun-Jupiter thing is that we make our own good luck. That's why I say a master manifestor, this is the perfect day to start finding the magic playground. And I didn't know the exact, but we're so intuitive, Jason. We knew that that was the day that we were supposed to do it and start it on, but I didn't really look at the astrology very, very closely until literally today. So it wasn't until today where I'm starting to see like, damn, we're always on point. But this is us making our own luck because we're able to see where the opportunities are. The path becomes clear. Jupiter brings us the confidence in ourselves. It self-assures us. It demonstrates where optimism can truly take a seat, a front seat in your life. On this day, we're literally traveling as sacred warriors, as sacred Aries warriors, backed up by Mars, our ruler, and Venus, our sacred feminine, through the underworld, with Jupiter by our side, with the skills of a master manifestor. Like Jupiter's like right there, like we got this. We're going to go through this journey. We're going to step through this journey, but you've got everything. You've got the confidence, you've got the skills, you know everything that you've acquired from the past on because of the connection to the nodes. You've got the clarity of mind. You've got yourself. You've got your power. And you've got Jupiter. So Jupiter will help us deal with any obstacle that life brings our way. And we will come out on top because that is what that energy activates. It's going to be freaking epic, you guys. And if you haven't signed up for the Finding the Magic Playground course, please sign up. If you're like toying with the idea of signing up, please sign up. This day is going to be intense. There's not going to be another day like this. ever. I don't think there's ever going to be another day like this. Full moon in Aries, Sun square Jupiter day. There's a kite. There's a grand trine. There's 2 T-squares, which even though those are things that feel a little negative, they're not really, because the squares create the friction that make the wheels start turning, and then all these trines kind of gear it up, or the trines bring in they put the oil in the squeaky parts. And then the wheel starts rolling. And everything, when you look at the whole thing all together, it's like, what? Seriously, what? This is insane, you guys. I'm so excited for this full moon. The changes, so we did just have Pluto go direct, and the changes that we're going to feel in our life now are going to be very external. But we're all of us are moving in a very specific direction. Right now, it's like I said, we're standing at the edge of the cliff, or in front of the cave that goes into the underworld, and we've got Jupiter by our sides, Mars activating our masculine, Venus activating our feminine. We're revolutionaries. We're sacred warriors, and we're ready for battle. But it's a different kind of battle, because it's the battle of the higher consciousness awareness, where you're not really fighting. It's not a fight. It is definitely taking that higher road. It's being able to find the calm through the storm. Just like that. Yeah, I know, right, Jason? It's a date with destiny. Ooh, I like that. Very epic. Yes. Hello, abracadabra. So yeah, you guys, that's it. I mean, that was not just it. That was a lot. I had 4 pages of notes, you guys. I just went through 4 pages of notes with you guys. And we're going to do our full moon ceremony on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get ready for that. If I gave anybody some advice on this day, is do something that is the starting point of something epic. Finding the Magic Playground is that. But if you're not doing the course with us, find something on this day to do that is the starting point of something epic in your life, of some epic journey, some epic adventure in your life, because you got to take advantage of this energy. This is a really beautiful, positive day. A lot of the new and full moons have been a little bit oh my God, there's so much internal work and there's things to still work on. But right here, it's almost like the book is starting to get written, if you know what I mean. It's like destiny is right there. Yes, like Jason said, it's like this meeting with destiny, and you are ready to start walking forward, like the Fool. You are the Fool, because that is the Aries energy. So it's amazing. It's amazing, you guys. Oh, thanks, Alexa. Yeah, you're welcome, Sheila. So very powerful stuff. And if you guys have any questions, you can always come back and watch the video as many times as you want to, because it's a lot that I cover in these videos. So sometimes it tends to get sometimes it's a little too much. You have to watch it once or twice. But definitely share the video out with your friends, especially people that are curious about astrology or curious about new and full moons and want to start to get into it. I would say this is a good place to start, because I try to teach you some of the astrology as I'm showing you the charts. You get goosebumps, Anne? Yes. I know, me too. I'm getting stoked. I'm getting stoked about Sunday. Oh my God. So on that day, we start the Finding the Magic Playground course. We also start the 40-day cleanse. So you guys can sign up for that as well. And then at night, we'll do the full moon ceremony. Yes. So also, if you are in the Finding the Magic Playground course, please check your email, because I have not heard back from 4 people. And so I just need to confirm that you guys got the email. So make sure if you guys are watching this video that you check your email, check your spam folder. I'll try to email you guys again to get all the details, because we're going to be meeting on Zoom, and we have a Facebook group that you guys can join. So make sure that you click that link and request to join the Facebook group. Very awesome. Yes, exactly, Julie. Exactly. So thank you guys so much. I'll leave you guys there. I hope you have an awesome rest of your Tuesday. I've been having so much fun exploring Portland. I found this really awesome vegan Indian food restaurant literally a block away. A block away. I mean, that's dangerous for me. At this point, that's dangerous. Hey, Cole, how's it going? But I mean, all joking aside, it's some good food. I love food, and especially Indian food. It's my favorite. So love you guys so much. Jason and I will be going live again. I don't know exactly when, but between now and sometime, maybe even tomorrow, we might even go live. I don't know. We'll just look out for that. We'll probably go live on his channel. We've been doing those on his channel, but definitely look out for that. And I will see you again on Sunday for the full moon ceremony. You're welcome, Wendy. You're welcome, Valerie. You're welcome, guys. See you soon. Ciao.